Hi guys, and welcome back to my vlog. I am back in LA again after some really nice days in Miami. I don't know if you saw my last vlog, but that was from Miami. I was there to do the junket for Baywatch, and I met with The Rock, Zac Efron, and some other people that are starring in Baywatch. You can watch all of those interviews on my YouTube channel already, actually. I just uploaded them earlier this week. I was so happy with, especially the interview I did with The Rock. He's always amazing. I mean, one of my favorite people of all times to interview. Honestly, that man deserves all the success that he's having, for sure. I came back to LA almost a week ago, and I've done some really fun stuff actually the last week. I went to the premiere of Pirates of the Caribbean, where I saw Johnny Depp. I mean, that guy just, you know, there's not that many people that makes me starstruck, but I was so excited to see him. He was there with the whole cast of the movie, and the movie was, I have to say, I was really impressed by that. Great movie. The only thing is, I didn't understand one word of what Johnny Depp was saying as Captain Jack. I mean, he's kind of like acting drunk all the time and like stuff like this, but I don't understand anything he's saying. It would have been a great idea to actually subtitle the movie, because Johnny Depp being drunk as Captain Jack is just like freaking impossible to understand.
When he's on a ship, he's sort of fine. When he's on land, he can't stand, everything's a bit like that. There's a real safety in playing him for me. Because I can always, it doesn't matter what anybody asks me, I can always answer back quite quickly.
The biggest event for me this week was obviously the Wonder Woman junket. Not only a female lead as a superhero, but is also a female director, which I think is really amazing. And she was so freaking amazing, this woman. I mean, she directed Monster as well. I don't know if you remember that, but that was with Charlize Theron, who got an Oscar for that part. So, you know, it's a lot of girl power in this superhero movie, and I hope it does well in theaters. I met with GAL GADOT, who is so sweet. Not only is she so beautiful that you're just like, you can't stop looking at her, you're like, oh my God, how is it possible to make something that perfect? But she's so sweet as well. I mean, first of all, she had back issues. She told me that she just had a baby like 2 months ago. You can't tell, of course, because she's a superhuman, but she had back issues, so she had to stand up and do the interviews. So that made the whole situation a little different than usual, because I had to stand up, and it was like, hey, it made it kind of more informal somehow. Before Keeping Up with the Jonases, I actually met her like in 2009 or something, or 2000, yeah, I think 9 or 10, for the Fast and the Furious, so actually Fast 5, I think it was called. So that's like 6-7 years ago, and she remembered. She thinks, I don't know, maybe she doesn't, maybe she thinks I'm someone else. But anyways, when I met her now, I was like, yeah. And I actually saw her in the bathroom at the Golden Globes, which was kind of funny. There's so many famous people in that bathroom. That was one of my most amazing moments ever, I think. Being in the bathroom at the Golden Globes, you're standing there, you know, washing your hands next to Reese Witherspoon, and there's Sofia Vergara, and then there's GAL GADOT coming out of one of the cubicles. That's kind of like a pinch in the arm kind of moment, I have to say. But back to Wonder Woman again. She's just so cool, this woman, and I kind of got a little. She caught me a little off guard, because we started just like chit-chatting so much that I kind of forgot that I was doing an interview. That rarely happens.
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you
I
too.
met you for
Keeping Up with the Joneses,
Yes!
maybe? Wow, I'm shocked I remember that.
And the thing is, when we met then, you were like, I met you before. And then I was like, when did I meet you before? And it was for like Fast and Furious, like a long time ago.
Wow.
So you must have a
see,
really
you have. No,
super
I
brain.
don't. That's why I'm like, oof. How could that be? Not at all. I have the worst memory. I'm like a fish, especially with people. I can remember a face, but I would never. I don't know. It's just you know, you have a lot of presents.
And I think I saw you in the bathroom at the Golden Globes. Were you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
that
see,
was the
and
last
then I
time.
didn't remember. It was out of context. That's probably why.
I also interviewed Chris Pine for Wonder Woman. He had a neck issue, so he was sitting, but he was sitting like this all the time. So he was kind of also in pretty bad shape. I mean, these people, they've committed to promote a movie, so it doesn't matter if they have like back pain or neck pain or they're jet lagged or they have the flu or whatever it is, because I've met people when they're sick, when they're like they can barely stand or walk because they're like beaten up either by doing their part in the movie or other things that happen in their life, but they're still there and smiling and answering questions for like 9 hours a day. I did the interviews out in Warner Brothers Studios here in LA, and they kind of decorated the whole area where we did the interviews with merchandise and costumes and other things from the movie, which was really cool. So I've got a few questions from you guys. Some of you guys asked me if I could reveal a little bit more about my personal life. And I'm like, I don't know if I should do that or not. I'm kind of not comfortable with it, but then I'm comfortable with it. And so I'll just give you a few details now and then. Anyways, I think one thing about me that kind of makes me a little bit to the person I am today, I think, is that I lost both my parents 7 years ago now. It was in 2010, and that kind of changed me a lot. When you experience something like that in your life, you start looking at things very differently, and grieving takes a lot of time. I don't know, losing a parent is the hardest thing that I have ever experienced, and especially since I lost two in 1 year. My mom died in February that year from cancer, and then my dad died of a heart attack in November the same year. So all of a sudden I was an orphan, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do now? But that's 7 years ago now, and I am in a really good place right now. And I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, if anyone out there has lost a parent, they know what I'm talking about. And, you know, you think that your life can never be the same again and you can never feel happiness again, but you can. But it takes a long time. And, you know, my mom was like she was like the foundation in my life. I spoke to her every single day. From I moved to New York in 2007, I spoke to my mom every day. She was like the super mom, you know. She was so caring, so loving, and so amazing, and so supportive of me. And then, you know, when you see someone die of cancer and they just disappear in front of you, it's just so heartbreaking. It's so fucking heartbreaking. And I miss her every single day. And, yeah. Whew. Anyways, thank you again, all of you guys, for watching, and thank you so much for all your support. You know, it makes me so happy when I post a video, especially when I post my vlogs, and I get all these comments from you guys. I read all of them. So please, if you have any questions or anything you wanna tell me, just put it in the comment section or send me a message, or yeah, I guess those are the two options really. But it was so lovely to see you again, and I hope I see you next week. And take care and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you will. And yeah, that's it.